Hi, I'm Jon Snow.
Where are my dragons?
Isn't Game of Thrones. It's a different Jon. So, go away, get out of here. Go. Okay, anyways, I'm Jon Snow. And back in the 19th century, I solved the outbreak of cholera, dealing with the water pump.
Did somebody say pump? Because I'm going to pump you up.
The water pump that was on the corner of Broad Street and Cambridge that became infected after a contaminated cesspool began to leak into the well supplying water. And this really wouldn't be too big of a deal. However, it was now infected with cholera, and this specific pump was thought to be better than a lot of pumps. It had fresher water, it had carbonation slightly to it. Local businesses used it, coffee shops used it. This was used all around by neighborhoods, even outside of the lesser Golden Square area. So a lot of people were drinking from this well and getting infected. And now the way, after that this is the way cholera likes to work, is you have cholera. Pine cones to scale and everything. Alright? And what happens is after you ingest them, they grow a flagella. And they use this to paddle their way all the way through your small intestine. And what they'll eventually do is they're going to attach themselves to your wall of your small intestine. And from here, they're going to produce toxin, which you can see right here. Now what this toxin actually does is it causes you to emit all the symptoms pertaining to water loss, right, that we talked about. The idea being that now new cholera bacteria are in the water that you have just lost, which will further go on to spread the disease. Now, in the case of the water pump, people were drinking from the already infected water that was infected by an original case of cholera, known as the index case from Baby Lewis. After Baby Lewis's mother would throw the now contaminated diapers into their cesspool, which would contaminate the water pump, which then would infect everybody around, and then they would emit all of the water loss symptoms, and that would spread the disease even further. Now, myself and Mr. Whitehead were successful in showing the neighborhood, and all of London actually, that our theory about the water contamination was more correct than what was relatively accepted at the time, the miasma theory, which basically said that it wasn't any kind of microbe, it wasn't the water, that the air was what was killing everybody. Now the problem with that is, we know as a gas expands, it's going to dissipate. And if we look at the map that I made,
I'm the map, I'm the map, I'm the map, I'm the map, I'm the...
all of the deaths are pretty much localized right at the pump. They're not spread out like we'd expect to see with the gas, if this really what was killing everybody. So that's even further support. And I was able to plot this, and all of our public officials were able to clearly see that this was what was going on. And this is years and years before the germ theory was even introduced. Of course, that's just why I'm Jon Snow.